Hey guys, I'm Team Yoshi and welcome to once again another storyline video from Geeky voice acts that I'm reading. Yes, another great story has been released and it's from my queen, Princess Daisy. Yes, my story about my queen, Princess Daisy, is also going to be coming very soon. Eventually when I can live stream and when I can add the VTuber girl, of course, in it. But this story is called Perfectly Me, Princess Daisy. A Tale by My Queen, which is, of course, a very interesting story. And I thought, let's just add this also in my channel, because this is also a great story to read, of course. It's, give me a second. It is also a story which I found very interesting. And I'm definitely going to be giving Daisy 10 million flowers for this story whenever Geeky gets live. Well, you know what? When the video gets uploaded, Geeky's live stream is already over. So I'm uploading this at, yet again, 9 p.m. GMT time. And Geeky starts once again at 7:45 p.m. GMT time. So this is going to be interesting. But anyway, here is, of course, the person who is going to be reading this story. It is no other than... Hi guys, I'm Princess Daisy. Here I am. Well, I'm definitely very excited to read my story, because it's definitely very impressively made by Geeky. And Team Yoshi, I really hope your story is also going to be great that you made for me. Yep, I worked very hard on it, and let me tell you guys a hint, it's longer than Geeky's Diaz. I have one that's probably going to be over 30. So I highly want to apologize if my story is a little bit too long. But it is definitely going to be worth watching, of course. Well, Daisy, you can take it over now. Oh yeah, and as you probably may know, of course, we cannot start this story with, of course, the 20th Century Fox theme from THX. I'm also going to be adding this, so hopefully you will enjoy THX from the first storyline and now this one. But anyway, let's get started. Alright, let's begin. Perfectly Me, Princess Daisy. And here is, of course, the photos with me and of course, Princess Peach. There's a table of contents. Introduction. Hey, it's Princess Daisy here. This story is all about how I found the courage and strength to freely express myself as a tomboy princess. It can be scary to stand out, but you soon begin to realize that people love you. For you. Well, that's the start. Be more like Peach. Growing up, my parents would often say stuff like, why can't you be titty like Peach? Or why can't you sit elegantly like Peach? Princess Peach is my childhood best friend, and I love her a lot. It's just that it felt very frustrating to be constantly compared to her. I was Daisy, not Peach. Speaking of Peach, she is back in my video. Hi everyone, I'm Princess Peach. Don't worry, I'm not the evil Peach, guys. I'm just the innocent Peach. But I am definitely curious to see Daisy's story, because this might heartbreak me a bit and shock me too. Yeah, the heart breaks me as well. On to the next. Fitting the mood. As I headed into my teen years, the expectation for me to behave like a peach clone intensified. My brown hair nearly grew down to my ankles. Not only that, but my parents had signed me for piano and ballad classes, just like Peach. To be honest, I was hopeless at piano, and ballad just wasn't my jam. In fact, my ballad teacher once commented that I danced like a panicked elephant. Yikes! Whenever Peach came over to my place and stay over, she would try to help me become more girly looking back. I'm sure she meant well, but she had tried to explain names of all the makeup products. If you'd like me, We can build you a daily makeup routine, she said excitedly. That sounded like much effort, in my opinion. Yeah, that's a sort of a thing actually dropped out. Yeah. Whoops. It's alright, Geeky. Guys, by the way, Daisy, sorry for interrupting you. That's fine, my diamonds. You can do that. By the way, guys, if you want me to also make stories on my live stream, with eventually if I can add VTuber girls, let me know in the comments below, because I can definitely do that, but it does take a very long time. It requires me to work almost every single day, and I don't really have much time for everything. Just like how Geeky works very hard for these stories, that is exactly the same thing, but then with me here. Because I also worked very hard to live stream and add custom thumbnails, and I can live stream, however, but I don't have the story ready. Hey, my diamonds, I actually have a great idea for you. What is it? You could make a live stream just for Q&A only. Yeah, but I do not have you as VTuber girl yet. Oh, yeah, that's kinda... Yeah, that's kinda... bad. My dream hobbies. I loved to visit the Mushroom Kingdom because it felt like I could take off my perfect girl mask. I could just breathe and be true to myself. Peach could see how much I loved golf and invited me to take part in an upcoming tournament. Although she was the girl that I had been compared to, Peach knew deep down that I had my own set of unique passions and interests. I realized that my own set of unique passions and interests are... Oh, wait. I realized that although she was quite girly, she had a bit of daring side to her. I remember us sneaking off to a rollerblade derby where we were supposed to be heading to a ballot recital. I loved rollerboarding to bits and pieces. It felt like I had found something I truly enjoyed. I was so engrossed in the excitement of skating around the derby that I'd lost track of time. Peach had told me that we had to get going a few times, but I didn't really listen. Tension brewing up. Uh-oh. Oh, dear, Daisy, I think everybody was, mad. You'll see right here. That evening when I got home, my parents both stood with their arms folded by the front door. So where were you? They demanded to know. Well, ballots, I replied awkwardly. Yeah, if you hear the noise, that's just the two girls on the right side of the room. They are very annoying and they just make sounds by themselves. I really want to apologize for that annoying sound that you hear. My mom shook her head and said, well, if you were indeed there, we wouldn't have received a worried phone call from your balance instructor to say you've missed the last rehearsal before the big show. Just then, Peach rushed out through the doorway between them, dressed in her ballet attire. I promise it was my idea to go to the rollerblade derby, she protested. Nonsense, my father hissed. You at least had the decency to show up to practice, which is more than we can say for Daisy. The night I cut my hair. Yeah, I eventually was pretty tired of having long hair. Peach was staying over at my castle, and it made things painfully awkward as she tied her blonde hair into a neat ponytail. She told me, Daisy, you honestly should have just left with me. Then the whole drama with your parents wouldn't have happened. That's when I felt my blood begin to boil. Here, I was thinking you were loyal when it turns out that even you don't want me to be happy. Peach grew uncomfortable, seeing me visibly upset, and she placed her hand on my shoulder. Trust me, I do, dear. It's just that you've gotta play it safe. Peach's glow is gone, and here's my upset photo, of course. That was it. I was tired of playing a game of pretend. I rushed in front of the bathroom mirror and held a scissors to my long hair. Daisy! Don't! Don't do it! Peach shouted. It was too late. The first big clump of my hair had hit the floor. You don't know what it's like being told you're doing everything wrong your whole life! I cried. I tried to play life by your rules, and even though I made others happy, it made me very dreadful inside. Now I'm tired. I fell to my knees and sobbed uncontrollably. I'm so sorry, dear, Peach replied softly. I haven't been the nicest friend. Yes, I'm the more girly one, but I'd like to break out of trying to be perfect sometimes. If anything, I was too much of a coward to stand by that. She sighed heavily. The new Daisy. I sniffed and hit my face with my hands. It doesn't really matter anymore. You're heading back to the Mushroom Kingdom in the morning, and the cycle of you being the ideal example for my life will continue. It won't! Peach shook her head, sitting on the floor next to me and pulling me closer into a hug. You're brave enough to still be yourself and do what you love. That takes strength. Now, if you're going to do a shorter hairstyle, can I at least make sure it doesn't look like a haystack? She joked, and we both burst into laughter. Peach carefully trimmed my hair into a lovely shoulder length strength, and it made me beam with excitement, like on this photo from Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Being Daisy rules. Peach joined my family and I for breakfast the following morning. Before embarking on her trip back to her home kingdom, Peach and I had honestly already braced ourselves for an unsavory reaction to my new haircut from my parents. To our utmost surprise, my parents were incredibly smiley at the breakfast table. It was nice, but also a bit scary, as Peach put some chocolate spread on her toasted waffles. I whispered to her and asked, do you think I should make a run for it? It looks like they are silently plotting to end me or something. Peach laughed at my worried look on my face. That was when I awkwardly flashed a smile at my parents, and they smiled back in adoration. Daisy dear, you're glowing. This new hairstyle is just perfect, my mom said cheerfully. This is me. Whoa, really? You mean it? Thanks, I quickly replied. I was indeed happy about the compliments on my hair, but I still had a tinge of sadness because I didn't think they would like my dream hobbies. That was when Peach smiled and said, you know, your royal majesties, Daisy, here's a very colorful character. I'd love to see her follow her heart more. My parents sighed softly and looked down at the table. Peach nodded at me for my cue to speak next. Mom, Dad, there's something I wanted to tell you. I found my heart in golf and rollerblading, and I know I'm not perfect girly girl you wanted me to be, and I'm sorry. I quietly admitted. Perfectly me. And that is the final chapter, guys, because as you can see, I tapped and I can't move and I can't go further anymore. The room went quiet as I grew nervously. Suddenly, my parents both rushed over to me and gave me a big hug. Daisy, you don't have to apologize. We're the ones who should be sorry, my dad said. We tried hard to shove you into a box all these years. The mushroom world could do with a very vibrant personality just like yourself, he added. I could feel the happy tears welling up in my eyes. Thank you, I replied. My mom placed a hand on my shoulder and said, to be honest, we felt we were tied to these rules our whole lives too. And then we tried to do that with you. But the truth is, it's exhausting. I'm so glad you were strong enough to break out and be a perfect Princess Daisy. The end. Wow, Daisy, this story was incredible. Yeah, Peach, you're right. Geeky voice acts, you and VTuber Daisy made the story perfectly. I really hope you're excited to see my story, which is going to be about something cool. Yeah, I also love this story, and I also love that you're being here with me, Peach. Oh, no problem, Daisy. It's great to be with you here, and I really found it interesting how you've changed your hair in a couple of minutes. I mean, I like both Daisy's hairs, and they're just incredible. Oh, thank you, Diamond. Just like Geeky's story. Well, everybody, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this Geeky story again. And Geeky, I hope you enjoyed my story again. I'm making it twice in a row. I know I am, but that is because this story is just awesome. I loved it very much. If you guys have any stories that I should read or if I should make, then let me know. By the way, guys, I want you to know another thing. Let me know in the comments below or in one of my posts. I'll also make a post of what sort of streams I should do, which is going to be, it's of course going to be a question. Should I make more storyline videos with just a poll, yes or no? Well, technically, should I make more storylines in the streams that I'm going to be making? Because I'm currently making one again, but I also need to add the VTubers in. And, well, I kind of need help on this because it's very difficult to add them in. And, well, I kind of get worried that my stream might not go on because I mean, I can't stream, but I really would like to have VTuber Daisy in the stream too. I love her very much, and Geeky's VTuber Daisy knows it. She also loves me. She gives me hugs, she gives me the perfect night every time. One day, Rockstar Game 75 Productions ruined it by giving Daisy a bunch of quizzes, which is very annoying. I hope it doesn't happen again. But I really love Geeky's story, and it's coming again at my time of 8:45 p.m. Yeah, for us, the time is 1 hour later than the one that Geeky has, so that's the thing that I do want to make known. But yeah, I really hope, Geeky, you enjoyed the story right after I am, of course, done. If you have... And, well, we'll see you all next time, and I hope you all can watch me live. Bye! See ya!